A sinister interrogation chamber. 2 is sitting behind a table, stroking Ace the dog. 3 and 5 enter, holding Rose between them and force her into a chair opposite 2.
Rose McQueen, it's been too long.
Thank you for being so gentle with me. Now, can someone tell me what the big idea is?
You've been a hard woman to find. Mrs. McQueen, your organization has done their best to keep your identity a secret.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just the headmistress of a private school out of town.
Ah, yes, the Cheshire Island Academy.
That's right. Now, I must insist that you let me go at once before I call the police.
I'm afraid you can't play dumb with me, Mrs. McQueen. You see, I know all about the Cheshire Island Academy and what it really teaches. After all, it's only been a few years since I went there myself.
2 removes his mask.
That's right, it's me, Louise Montoya Moonface Sanchez.
I remember you when you were this tall. You used to be such a good kid. What happened to you?
You expelled me, that's what happened. You expelled me from your snotty school for spies because I didn't live up to your expectations. Remember how I told you I'd be back? Well, I'm back, and now I go by the name Number 2. What's so funny?
Nothing. Number 2.
Laugh while you still can. I mean, I'm gonna take your school down. I'm gonna tell the world what it really is.
You're making a mistake, Louise. Can't we talk about this over a nice cup of tea? Guard!
5 leaves the room.
This is an interrogation, not tea time.
Calm down. There's no harm in enjoying a caffeinated beverage while we catch up.
5 places the tea on the table. 2 obliges Rose and pours them some tea. He puts sugar in his own tea.
Would you like anything in your tea?
I'm good, thank you. Say, it looks like you'll need a spoon. Luckily, I always carry around a spoon in my front right pocket, just for this purpose. I'd offer it to you myself, but I'm a little tied up at the moment.
2 takes a spoon.
Wait, if your hands are tied up, why do you want tea? I mean, you can't even drink. My spoon just disappeared. Why did my spoon just disappear?
That was no ordinary spoon. That spoon was made of a metal called gallium that melts at temperature slightly above room temperature. It melted the instant you placed it in your teacup, sending a signal to the CIA with my exact location.
You tricked me!
Louise, my dear, you once had the potential to be a great spy, but it looks like you need a little more training.
Rose McQueen escapes her ties, overpowers assistants 3 and 5, and captures Ace the dog.
You're dealing with a desperate lady, Louise. One false move and the poochie gets it.
Rose escapes with Ace.
Oh, this isn't the end, Mrs. McQueen. Do you hear me? This isn't the end. This is just the beginning.
Ted, mother, father, and Lacey walk into a Spanish classroom, where other students are pretending to be partaking in a Spanish lesson, led by March.
We were so surprised when we got your letter of acceptance. I mean, Lacey hadn't even applied to this school, right, darling?
Lacey shakes her head no.
Well, you see, this school's recruitment procedure is different from most. We don't accept applications. We search for only the best students to invite.
Is that so? Between you and me, are you sure there hasn't become some kind of mistake? I mean, Lacey's never been the strictly academic type.
That's just as well. We're not a strictly academic school.
Well, she's never excelled in, well, anything, really. You did say the Cheshire Academy was for gifted students, right?
That's right. But we look for a very special set of gifts here. Now, I understand your daughter had some personal issues at her old school, specifically some issues with bullying. That's right, the poor dear.
We told her to stand up to those mean bullies, didn't we, sweetums? But somehow they always got the better of her.
Although I have to admit, some of their lines were pretty good, like Miss Average.
Yeah, sweetie, you really had that one coming.
Right. Well, you'll find here, our attitude to bullying is very different. The kids that go to the Cheshire Island Academy are all unique in one way or another. We strive to build a special learning environment that allows students to develop their strengths in their own way. Tell me, Lacey, what's your favorite subject?
I don't know. Anything but PE, I guess.
Then you'll be pleased to hear that we don't offer PE here. We encourage our pupils to get their physical exercise in a more natural way by spending time outside, surrounded by nature. You'll find that you have a lot more freedom here than you're used to. Why, the 200-acre property is yours to roam as you wish.
What about sports?
Oh, we don't play team sports of any kind here. No more being knocked out by the ball for you then, eh?
You remember that time? Oh, it was hysterical. Lacey was on the fielding team in softball, with her heads in the clouds like usual, not even looking the right way, when bam, out of the sky comes a softball, right into the back of her head.
Oh, the whole school fell about laughing, of course. The batter was laughing so hard that she forgot to run. Our Lacey really was the star of the school that day.
Of course, when she didn't get up for about 5 minutes, we thought we should probably fetch the school nurse to make sure she was okay.
But my, we were telling that story for weeks. Luckily, someone was videotaping the whole thing and uploaded it to YouTube.
5 million views our daughter got. It was a high point of her school career.
If you don't mind, I would prefer to escort Lacey through the final stage of the tour myself. I'll come and find you when we're done.
Mother and father exit the room. Leads Lacey away.
Lacey, where on my invitation did it say you could bring your parents?
Nowhere, but I thought...
You thought wrong. You will not get far in this place if you can't understand simple messages. Next time, it might be a life or death situation. That invitation was for you and you alone. You see, this is no ordinary school.
Yes, it's a school for kids who can't fit in.
Can't or won't. We spend a great deal of time traveling up and down the country, selecting only very special pupils to invite to this school. The coast is clear!
With the help of all pupils, the classroom quickly transforms from a Spanish lesson into a deep cover lesson.
Thank God for that. If we had to continue any longer, I would actually have to start learning Spanish.
There you are, darling. Look, we have a new girl joining in. Isn't that exciting?
A new girl? Since when did we let new girls join in on the second year?
Since just now, sweetie. Why don't you take the new girl and give her a tour while I talk about the boring stuff with her parents?
Whatever you say, Mom.
Lily leads Lacey away, gesturing as she walks. Head march and other students exit.
Welcome to the Cheshire Island Academy, I guess. This place is kind of hard to find your way around at first, but you'll get used to it. This is the entrance hall. Most of the classrooms and dojos are somewhere in this building. Through that door is the dormitories. It looks like you'll be sharing with... Oh, bad luck. Jamie Bishopwood and Becca Knight. Well, have fun with that, I guess.
Jack, Trey, Brent, and Trent enter, miming conversation. Trent and Brent are shadowboxing.
If you keep walking that way, you reach... OMG, that's Jack Diamond. He's the only junior ever to score 100% in a charisma exam.
Lily mimes excitedly while focus shifts to Jack, Trent, Trey, and Brent.
Oh, I didn't do much over the summer. Just chilled on a beach in Qatar.
Sounds real chill.
Of course, it got less chill when I busted open an oil price fixing cartel by mistake.
Heavy, man. What did they do?
Nothing really. Just sent over a couple of assassins to try to silence me, but let's just say that the two of them won't be doing much talking for a while. You know what they say, diamonds are forever.
Other boys roll their eyes.
What? What's the matter? Didn't you hear me? I said diamonds are forever.
Yeah, we heard you. We hear you every time you make that joke.
Jack, hey Jack, over here.
Jack looks around, confused.
Stop staring, you dork. Just act casual, like you don't even see him.
Lily turns away from Jack. Jack looks at them briefly, shrugs, then turns back to his friends and continues miming.
Geez, they obviously didn't teach you the art of subtlety at your old school.
What was that?
Oh, that's just the school bell. Lessons must be over.
Kate, Chloe, and Ashley enter.
I know it's been a long weekend, but I didn't know what to pack, the nunchucks or the throwing stars.
Tell me about it, sister.
So in the end, I just had to take both. I ended up taking 2 enormous suitcases with me. You should have seen the looks my parents gave me. After all, the first rule of convergent overseas missions is to travel light, right? You can imagine the scene when we got to the airport security.
OMG, we've all been there.
First of all, the guard said,
Enemy agent!
Kate, Chloe, and Ashley all jump on Lacey and pin her to the ground.
Stand down, girls. But Lily, the threat hasn't been neutralized. I said stand down.
Kate, Chloe, and Ashley stand up, leaving Lacey to dust herself off on the ground.
This is the new girl, Lacey.
Kingsley. Lacey Kingsley.
A new girl? We don't get. I know, but whatever. That's what my mom said, so here she is, I guess.
So, what did you do to get here? What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Dang, girl, it's not just anyone who gets admitted to the Cheshire Island Academy, you know. I've never heard of anyone joining the school as a second year. You must have some real impressive spy skills to have gotten in here.
I don't really have any skills.
Playing dumb, eh? Classic. But that trick won't last forever. Come on, tell us what your USP is.
USP?
Unique selling point, the thing that got you noticed by the academy. Whatever it is that makes you a great spy.
Like Ashley, for an example. She might look small to you, but she's been learning martial arts practically from birth. And Kate once got a couple burglars armed with nothing but a roll of saran wrap. Oh, Chloe, you're so modest. This girl's the sharpest shooter in the school. Throwing stars, javelins, playing cards, you name it. Chloe could probably take you out before you even saw her coming.
I can't really do anything like that.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. The academy program isn't like any other school in the world. It's very intensive, and only the best students in the country are able to keep up with it. It's pretty much impossible to catch up late. That's why no one gets admitted after the first year. Except you, apparently.
I'm not cut out for fighting. There must have been a mistake.
My mom's a veteran spy. She doesn't make mistakes.
You can play hardball all you want, but we'll see what you're really made of in class.
A dojo-style gym. The students are standing around Miss Milliner.
Welcome back, class. For those of you that are new, my name is Mrs. Milliner. I'm glad to see that so many of you survived the summer without losing significant amounts of blood. Although how you did so is a mystery, given last year's shoddy exam results. This term, we will begin by studying ballistics. I'm afraid, Chloe, that means you won't be needing your katana in this lesson.
A katana? What's a katana?
Oh my god, did someone really just ask that? Oh look, it's the new kid. Big surprise.
Perhaps one of the classes would like to inform the new kid what a katana is.
All students except Lacey put their hands up eagerly. Milliner picks Helen.
It's a samurai sword, duh. Still playing dumb? How predictable.
I'm not playing dumb. I really am dumb.
At least you've got something right.
Class, stop muttering amongst yourself and pay attention. The life of a spy is defined by constant danger. An attack can come at any time, from any direction. You must always be vigilant, like this.
With the war cry, Milliner hurls a knife at Lily, who holds up her textbook to block it. The knife becomes embedded in her book. Milliner takes the book from Lily.
As Lily has just demonstrated so well, there is only one use for books in my lessons, and that is as objects for combat. You will not be receiving any homework reading from me. Instead, your homework is to remain alert to the possibility of attack at all times. You have been warned. But before we begin, I'd like to review basic disarming techniques.
Students split off into pairs and practice combat maneuvers on each other. Lacey is left standing alone without a partner.
Hey, Lacey, I'll be your partner.
Thanks.
As Lacey and Kate walk over to an area where no other students are, Kate turns to Lily, Ashley, and Chloe and winks at them.
So, I kinda don't know any disarming techniques. Not even the basic ones.
Don't worry, I'll go easy on you.
Within a few seconds, Kate has violently flipped Lacey onto her back.
Seriously, Kate, you call that going easy on her? Here, Lacey, let me help you up.
Thank you.
Halfway through helping Lacey up, Chloe drops her again.
Oops, sorry.
Wow, I've seen bottles of baby powder that are more dangerous than you.
Lily, Ashley, Kate, and Chloe exit with smirks on their faces. with the rest of the students. Lacey stays up on her back, sighs, and then gets up and exits. He is reading and Jamie enters the room.
So, you're the new kid, right?
How'd you guess?
We heard about what happened in your first class. The Academy girls can be a little icy when you first meet them. But don't worry, some of them are really nice once you get to know them.
Like who?
Well, there's Becca. She's really nice. Can you think of anyone else, Becca?
Well, there's you, and that's about it.
Yeah, I guess so. Still, we're really nice.
The girl who gave me the tour said,
Oh, just ignore Lily McQueen. She was the top of our class last year, and she'll never let you forget it.
She's also the daughter of the headmistress, conveniently enough.
Everyone knows that she gets special instruction on the side. There's no way she could be as good as she is otherwise.
They call themselves the Alpha Club. When we first got here, they gave us a really hard time too. Kept playing pranks on us. You know, bear traps under the bed sheets, shock-triggered plastic explosive over the door, the usual stuff.
Remember those genetically modified scorpion eggs they hid under the sink?
Yep, neither of us saw that coming.
Jamie and Becca's laughter turns to fear for a moment as they catch their breath.
But seriously, once you've been here a while, they'll get bored of teasing you.
how long will that be?
Well, we've been here a year now, and they're definitely showing signs that they'll slow down soon.
I thought bullying wasn't allowed at Cheshire Island Academy.
Is that really what they told you?
Well, not exactly. They said that their attitude to bullying was different.
Yeah, they got that right. Bullying here is positively encouraged. They say we've got to learn self-reliance. Out in the field, a teacher's not going to help us, so why should they when we're in here?
But I'm not cut out for fighting.
Hey, fighting's not what real spying is about. After all, look at the two of us. Do you think we managed to get in here for a few work skills? Nope. Jamie's one of the top chemists in the country. She got in here for trying to enrich uranium using a perfume making kit.
Hey, I didn't try. I succeeded.
And I got in here for hacking into the CIA database and putting a $10 million bounty on Justin Bieber's head.
It's true. Becca has an IQ so big they had to invent a new number for it.
But you must have done something if the Academy found you, right?
That's what everyone keeps saying, but I swear I'm nothing special. I've spent most of my life trying to go unnoticed.
But that's what being a real spy is all about. You spend most of the time going unnoticed, and then, right when people least expect it, bam! You open up a can of pure whoopie pie. I can just tell you're going to be a natural.
10 minutes until lights out. We should probably get ready for bed. Did you figure out where your bedroom is?
Just down the hall.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Lacey walks down the hall past a series of portraits before she finds her room. Lacey enters her bedroom to find 3 waiting for her.
Hi there, you must be Lacey Kingsley. My name's Dr. Kionia. I'm the school nurse. Do you mind if I ask you a few simple questions?
I was just about to go to bed, but sure, I guess.
Good. First, do you have any noticeable scars? You know, burns, bullet wounds, or anything you may have picked up in the field?
I have a scar on my knee from lacrosse.
Probably nothing to worry about. Second, do you have any recent wasp stings, mosquito stings, shark bites?
I don't think so.
Good. Finally, are you up to date with all your injections?
As far as I know, it should stay in my medical file.
Yes, I had a little trouble finding that, so just to be on the safe side, I'd better give you one teensy extra vaccination, just to make sure you're up to date.
3 takes out a huge syringe.
Do we have to do this right now? I'm a little scared of needles.
My darling girl, there's no reason to be afraid of this. Just think of it as a tiny sword that I'm going to stab you with, okay?
Lacey picks up a can of baby powder and waves it threateningly.
Don't come any closer!
Why don't you put the baby powder down? Nobody needs to get hurt, except you, a little bit. Oh, who am I kidding? This is gonna hurt a lot.
Lacey sprays baby powder at 3.
Do you really think a little girl like you has a chance against a spade agent like me?
Ha ha ha.
3 starts laughing harder and harder until he's inhaling so much of the baby powder that he starts choking.
Asthma.
3 takes an inhaler out of his pocket and starts using it. Lacey throws her bed sheets over him and runs away.
Where do you think you're going? Come back.
3 tries to chase Lacey back towards the common room, but soon stumbles and falls.
Someone help! There's an assassin in my room! She tried to kill me!
Lily, Chloe, Kate, and Ashley enter looking tired and grumpy.
What's all the noise out here?
Is someone having a bad dream again?
I wasn't dreaming! An assassin broke into my room and attacked me!
Jamie and Becca enter looking concerned.
No way could someone have broken into this place from the outside. This is the most secure facility in the world outside of DC.
Go back to bed and just try not to think about it, okay?
I didn't make the whole thing up, you know. They said something about being a spade.
You got attacked by a talking spade? I believe you, Lacey.
Head and March enter.
Experiencing a little homesickness, are we? Don't worry, every new girl gets it sooner or later.
I'm not homesick. I was attacked by a demented nurse.
Homesickness can feel very different to people, sweetie. What was that? Ace? He never barks unless... Don't worry, Acey Wacy, I'm coming!
Head exits frantically.
Nice job, new girl. Looks like your nightmare woke up the half the school.
And it's the day before the school dance. I'm going to have the biggest bags under my eyes tomorrow. Looks like I spent 3 hours exfoliating from nothing.
Oh, big deal, you guys. I nearly got killed just now.
It is a big deal, actually. This isn't just any school dance. We get examined on our dress, dancing, and smooth talking skills. You know, skills any real spy would know all about.
Head re-enters carrying Ace, who's tied up and squealing.
I found him like this in my office, all tied up. Lacey, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but we may be dealing with more than just homesickness. Let's investigate without delay.
Head enters Lacey's room to find 3 gone.
There's certainly been quite a commotion in here, but no rogue assassins as far as I can see. Never mind, I've alerted the guards. Now girls, back to bed, all of you.
Head and all the girls exit, but Lacey stays.
Lacey Kingsley, we meet again.
I'm not sure we've met before.
I'm Mrs. March. I teach disguise. It's a subtle art which many of the girls here overlook, but I find it lets me go unnoticed just when it matters most.
March hands Lacey a shiny watch.
Here, I have a gift for you. Wear it always and you will be safe. Oh, and Lacey,
Yes?
March changes disguise.
don't let yourself be fooled by appearances.
A Spade HQ. A sinister boardroom. All Spade members but 8 are seated in a circle.
We all know why we're here.
8 bursts in, out of breath, and sits down noisily at the table.
Hey guys. Hey, number 2. Sorry I'm late.
Why, hello, number 8. Glad you could join us.
So why are we here?
Would it kill you to check Facebook every now and again? As I posted on the group thread 2 days ago, we were here to discuss the recent hitch that developed in Operation Tea Time. Number 3.
As planned, our inside man caused a distraction that allowed me to infiltrate the academy and locate the target's room. But once inside, I encountered a slight obstacle.
It's okay, just let it all out.
The target was somehow alerted to my presence. She was able to overpower me and alert the authorities before I could stop her. Thankfully, our inside man created a disturbance just long enough for me to escape before they caught me.
But how could the target possibly know about 3's childhood baby powder incident?
Number 7, there was no need to bring up the baby powder incident. Number 3's clearly had a very stressful day without you reminding him of the time he was viciously bullied during grade school. I mean, having baby powder shoved down your pants every day would scar anyone.
Exactly! There's clearly more to the target than meets eyes. She must have received training that we did not know about.
With all due respect, number 2, that's impossible. There was nothing in her file.
It's clear that we're dealing with an advanced operative here.
6 puts up his hand.
We made the mistake of underestimating her this time. But all is not lost. We can still proceed as planned. What is it, number 6?
I have an alternative plan. A plan so simple, so ingenious, that it can't be foiled. I've codenamed it Operation Kill Lacey and her immediate family. Step 1 is to kill Lacey.
Number 6. This sounds suspiciously like all your other ideas. Nobody is killing anybody's immediate family on my watch. However, the girl is probably sniffing out the trail back to us as we speak. It won't be too long before the girl discovers the truth about her enrollment in the academy. We must act swiftly before we lose our chance.
But we're not ready.
We shall have to be. Have you forgotten everything our great leaders sacrificed to make this happen? If we don't carry through our final stage of the plan, his noble work will have been for nothing. In 2 weeks' time, the Academy is planning to hold a presentation for their students. With the help of our inside source, we have been able to convince the school number 5 and me will be their presenters.
And I.
Excuse me?
You're the subject of the sentence. If you want to be grammatically correct, you would say 7 and I, not 7 and me.
Number 7!
Sorry, boss.
Regardless of whether it's grammatically correct or not, the presentation will provide us with the perfect opportunity to carry out Operation Tea Time. Not only will we have complete access to the school, but also all teachers and students will be distracted by the lecture. Any questions?
10 nervously puts up his hand.
Yes, number 10.
Do we have to call it Operation Tea Time?
For the last time, number 10, we are not changing the name of the operation. We went over this last week.
I just think it sounds stupid, number 2. We're supposed to be striking fear into the hearts of our enemies.
Of course it's gonna sound stupid if you say it like that. Try a more sincere voice, something like,
Operation Tea Time. Oh, I'm petrified. If I were Lacey, I'd be quaking in my boots. What's wrong with my suggestion? Operation Royal Flush.
Oh, please. Operation Royal Flush doesn't sound scary. It just sounds unhygienic. Now, I personally was always in favor of Operation Kill Lacey and her immediate...
Silence! We settled this debate a long time ago. Before he left us, our leader decided that this operation will be called Operation Tea Time, and we're not discussing it further. Operation Tea Time will fall swiftly on all who lurk in the Cheshire Island Academy. There will be no more mistakes.
The common room. Lacey, Jamie, and Becca are in conversation.
Disguised as a nurse, eh? That's a classic. Hasn't been seen since the 1962 Monte Carlo assassination. I'll bet that syringe was filled with snake venom.
She sounds like a trained assassin. You must have been quick on your feet to escape her.
I got lucky, that's all.
Sure, whatever you say.
Face it, Lacey, you're a natural.
I'll bet it wasn't a can of baby powder you opened. It was a can of pure whoopie pie. Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I hacked into the CCTV network and downloaded the night's footage. At first, I thought there was nothing there, but then I spotted something strange. Look, there.
Becca points at her laptop screen. Lacey and Jamie stare, confused.
I don't see anything. All those shots are empty.
There! And there! The time signatures of each camera jump backwards and repeat, one after the other, like someone's made the video repeat itself. It's only a few seconds from each one. Not enough for anyone to notice, but enough time for someone to sneak right past.
So whoever did this must have hacked into our mainframe?
Nope. The CCTV network is off the grid. Impossible to access from outside the building.
That means Kate was right about one thing at least. Someone on the inside must have helped the assassin get in.
It's worse. This footage is constantly being monitored. That means someone inside the school must have been watching the assassin last night to stop anyone else from seeing her.
Hi-ya! Milliner jumps out from hiding, wielding a bow. Lacey, Jamie, and Becca cry out. Milliner aims the bow around the whole room before firing it at Lacey. Jamie dives in front of Lacey, holding up her satchel to block the arrow. The arrow becomes embedded in her satchel.
Very good, Jamie. Your quick thinking has won the day, as always. As for you, Lacey, you will not always have such loyal friends close by. If you do not learn to defend yourself, you will find yourself failing my class. Until next time, girls.
Milliner exits furtively, keeping her bow raised. Lacey continues to look shaken while Jamie and Becca carry on talking as if nothing's happened.
I'll bet whoever that person was used Mrs. McQueen's computer to access the CCTV footage.
Because they had to tie up her dog to keep him quiet, just as I was thinking.
But the head's office has more security than any other room in this building.
So whoever did this must either have high security clearance or be able to walk through walls.
Or must have been paying attention during Mrs. March's special lesson on security systems and how to infiltrate them.
That's impossible. Nobody could listen to Mrs. March for more than 3 minutes without tearing their eyeballs out. Hi-ya!
Students scream. There is a sound of an arrow firing and hitting something.
That will teach you to walk around with your eyes glued to a phone all day. Don't worry, it'll grow back.
So it's settled. I'll analyze the security systems in the headmistress's office for signs of manual override.
I'll see if I can trace the electronic signature of the hacker using a W4D query protocol.
For those of us who don't speak technology, what are we doing?
I'm going to see if someone forced the doors of the headmistress's office to open.
And I'm going to find out who that was.
Jamie and Becca look at Lacey expectantly.
And I'll go make us some hot cocoa.
Thanks, Lacey. You're such a star.
Scene. Chloe is holding two dresses up to her body, with Lily, Ashley, and Kate watching.
I don't know, chicas. Which one should I go for? The red or the black?
Is Jack coming?
Avi, he's coming. Anyone who's anyone is going to turn up to the dance. It's a highlight of this social calendar.
Go for the red dress. The black one is the only has room for 2 concealed guns max.
Good point. GK, you always remember the most important things.
Whoa, you haven't got time for this. They're coming now.
Ashley pushes Chloe out of the room. Jack, Trent, Trey, and Brent enter.
Trent, go get us some drinks.
Make mine a glass of milk, whole, not skimmed.
You got it, Jack.
I love dances. They're a perfect time to show off our good looks.
Not to mention our sweet moves on the dance floor.
Personally, I find these sort of social gatherings boring, at least until, well, hello, ladies.
Jack walks over to Lily.
May I have this first dance, stranger?
If you insist, Mr. Diamond.
Jack, Trey, and Brent dance with Lily, Ashley, and Kate. Chloe and Trent enter. Lacey, Jamie, and Becca walk in, cross the room, catching Jack's eyes.
Who is that with Jamie and Becca?
It's the new girl in our year, Lacey Kingsley.
Lacey Kingsley, huh? Can't say we've met.
There's something not quite right about her. She must be hiding something.
So, she plays her cards close to her chest. She's mysterious. I kinda like that.
She's not mysterious, she's just dense. She arrives a year late and doesn't seem to have a clue about spying. But my mom must have let her in for a reason. I want you to find that out.
Why do you want my help?
Because everyone knows you're the most talented spy in the academy.
There's more to being a talented spy than sharp wits and even a sharper jawline. But not a lot more. Okay, Mrs. Queen, you're on. Give me 1 week and I'll give you everything there is to know about Lacey Kingsley.
They all talk quietly among themselves, while Lacey, Jamie, and Becca start talking audibly. Away from the main scene, Chloe is holding two dresses up to her body, with Lily, Ashley, and Kate watching.
I don't know, chicas. Which one should I go for? The red or the black?
Is Jack coming?
Avi, he's coming. Anyone who's anyone is going to turn up to the dance. It's a highlight of this social calendar.
Go for the red dress. The black one is the only has room for 2 concealed guns max.
Good point. GK, you always remember the most important things.
Whoa, you haven't got time for this. They're coming now.
Ashley pushes Chloe out of the room. Jack, Trent, Trey, and Brent enter.
Trent, go get us some drinks.
Make mine a glass of milk, whole, not skimmed.
You got it, Jack.
I love dances. They're a perfect time to show off our good looks.
Not to mention our sweet moves on the dance floor.
Personally, I find these sort of social gatherings boring, at least until, well, hello, ladies.
Jack walks over to Lily.
May I have this first dance, stranger?
If you insist, Mr. Diamond.
Jack, Trey, and Brent dance with Lily, Ashley, and Kate. Chloe and Trent enter. Lacey, Jamie, and Becca walk in, cross the room, catching Jack's eyes.
Who is that with Jamie and Becca?
It's the new girl in our year, Lacey Kingsley.
Lacey Kingsley, huh? Can't say we've met.
There's something not quite right about her. She must be hiding something.
So, she plays her cards close to her chest. She's mysterious. I kinda like that.
She's not mysterious, she's just dense. She arrives a year late and doesn't seem to have a clue about spying. But my mom must have let her in for a reason. I want you to find that out.
Hello, I'm not sure we've met. The name's Diamond. Jack Diamond. You probably heard of me.
I think so.
What a fine watch you have.
It was a gift.
Well, it's quite marvelous. May I look at it? I promise I won't take it.
Actually, I'd prefer not to take it off, if that's okay.
What brings a girl like you to a place like this?
I ask myself the same question every day.
You seem pretty sharp to me. You know, Miss Kingsley, I'm beginning to think you're a real diamond in the rough. Get it? Because my name's Jack Diamond. I told you that, right?
Yeah, you told me.
Never mind. So, Miss Kingsley, what brings a girl like you to a place like this?
Focus shifts to Lily, Ashley, Chloe, and Kate.
Hey, wait. What's Jack doing talking to the new girl?
What? I told him to get information for me, but not here. Not when he's supposed to spend the night with me. This is so humiliating.
Lily storms over to Lacey just as Jack and Lacey finish their conversation.
What do you think you're doing?
Talking to Jack.
Well, you shouldn't be. He's here with me.
Lily forcibly grabs Jack's arm.
Whoa there, babe. I was just making small talk with Lacey. There's nothing to get so upset about.
Lily, this is ridiculous.
Don't talk to me about ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous? The fact that you stroll in here as a second year, act as if you have no idea what's going on, and then have the guts to try to take Jack away from me.
Well, it's not like we all have our mummies to guarantee us a spot.
That's it.
Lily attacks Lacey. They fight. March enters.
Girls, that's quite enough.
Lacey and Lily split up.
Mrs. March, never in all my years as a spy teacher have I seen such disappointing behavior from two academy girls.
Ma'am, she said that...
I don't want to hear any tall tales. Just what do you think you're doing, yelling at each other like a couple of street cats when there's a whole rack of perfectly sharp swords right behind you,
Lacey and Lily look at each other, then dive towards the rack, pick up swords, and start fighting. March looks on, smiling. Lily quickly disarms and overpowers Lacey.
That's more like it. You see, girls, why resort to using your words when physical violence will suffice? Now, Lacey, is there anything you'd like to say?
What? Lily was the one who...
I don't care who started it. What matters is that Lily has finished it, so you should thank her for courteously sparing your life on this occasion.
That's right. She won't be so forgiving next time.
Yeah, count yourself lucky.
Lily, Ashley, Chloe, and Kate storm off. March moves away and Lacey looks miserable.
Mrs. March, I thought you were supposed to be protecting me.
March turns back to Lacey in a different disguise.
I am protecting you. You just don't realize it yet.
The Spade HQ. 4 and 9 are standing casually at the side of the boardroom.
Hey, number 9, you're looking really nice today. Have you done something with your hair?
Nope.
Wait, don't tell me. It's your eyebrows. You've had them plucked?
Nope.
New cologne?
Nope.
New toothpaste?
Nope.
Of course, it's the mask. You've got a new mask.
Yep, you got it. Brand new from Target. It's made of extra breathable cotton. It's so comfortable, I bought 3 spares.
2 enters, followed by other spades.
Number 4. What's the next item on the agenda today?
It's the toilet paper issue, sir.
Yes, the toilet paper issue. Number 5?
Someone in this room has seen real fit many times now to use up the entire roll without replacing it. This is unacceptable. You all know where the supply cupboard is.
Good. I think the message is sunk in. Number 4, what's next?
Operation Tea Time, sir.
Yes. Operation Tea Time. Our plan is rapidly drawing to a head. By the end of the week, we will still have what's rightfully ours.
What about the girl?
Could someone please remind me why we haven't killed her and her immediate family yet?
Because, Six, killing everyone isn't always the solution to your problems.
Yes, it is.
Well, clearly your problems are different from the group's problems. We need to move quickly and quietly and above non-murderously. And Operation Tea Time is to be a success.
Then we underestimated her the first time. We don't want to make that mistake again.
We won't. Our inside man has been watching her closely. There is no chance she knows that what's coming. Besides, even if she has, it's too late to stop us now. The final stage in the plan is so foolproof that even number 9 could pull it off.
9 looks miffed.
Here's what we're gonna do.
2 gathers everyone into a tight huddle and whispers inaudibly. Other spades nod their heads or whisper and gesture back.
Hey boss, could you speak up a little? I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, sorry. Basically, we storm the school and teach the Cheshire Island Academy a lesson of our own. Got it?
Spades nod.
Good. Now let's move on.
Spades exit purposefully. Mrs. March is standing in the front of her classroom. Students are hidden around the room.
Okay, your time's up. I can still see every single one of you. Remember, an undetected spy is an undefeated spy. Class dismissed.
March and students start to leave the classroom.
Look, just forget about last night. We've got more important things to worry about.
It has to be the headmistress. There's no way someone else would have time to sneak in without ever being noticed by her.
That's crazy. Why would Miss McQueen want to destroy her own school?
I don't know, but think about it. She has top security clearance. She can access any file and hand it to people on the outside. She could disable the security systems whenever she wants. She's the one no one would ever expect.
There's a perfectly easy way to settle this, you know.
What is that?
Just break into her office and copy her files. I've been meaning to test my IT project out anyway. It's this USB stick that writes itself onto a hard drive and generates a cached copy without leaving a trace.
Becca, are you nuts? Her office is smack in the middle of a school for spies. Do you have any idea how much security there is around that place?
According to the system blueprints I stole last year, not much. Just a few laser tripwires, motion-activated detonators, and maybe the occasional lava pit. The rest, I can take offline with a 2-pronged Trojan donkey.
Whoa, I was just brainstorming here. I wasn't saying we should go riding donkeys.
Come to think of it, we do have those guest speakers coming next week. And Miss McQueen always gives a tour of the school to visitors in the morning, so she'll be away from her office.
Perhaps we should think about this?
Of course. We'd better not go in without equipping ourselves properly. I modified this hair straightener to generate a powerful localized electromagnetic field between its 2 plates. It should be enough to knock out any electronic panels you come across, at least for a little while. This is a skeleton key. I made it out of a real skeleton. It uses marrow morphing technology to imitate the shape of any lock it's placed in. Should be able to open the office door for you. This is a 4-colored pen. It can write in black, blue, red, or green. Mind blown.
Wait, isn't that mine?
Yeah, but we'd better not go without it. I mean, look at it. 4 colors?
Perfect. It shouldn't be hard to work out just what secrets Miss McQueen is keeping from us.
The boys' common room. There's a large boy band poster on the wall. Trent is filing Brent's nails, and Trey and Jack are reading magazines.
Oh my god, Trent, did you use my exfoliating moisturizer again? After what I specifically told you?
No way, Brent. Like I'd touch your moisturizer after what it did last time. My pores were clogged for weeks.
Don't go blaming my moisturizer for your disaster of a T-zone.
At least my face isn't as dry as the Sahara Desert.
Lily, Ashley, Chloe, and Kate enter.
Guys, cut it out. You both have fantastic skin. I meant skinning ice, which is what you need when you're trapped in the wilderness for days at a time. How's it going, ladies?
Brent, Trey, and Trent scramble around the room, hiding their lotions, magazines, and posters. They strike casual poses.
Terrible. It's been almost 2 weeks and we've gotten nowhere. We're supposed to be this experienced spies here.
Seriously, all we know about her is that she was accepted to the Cheshire Island Academy as a second year, which never happens, which means that she's special enough to make an exception for.
However, she has no skills whatsoever and appears to know nothing about the world of espionage, suggesting that she's hiding her talents or she's a complete imbecile and really shouldn't be here.
The second one seems more likely.
She only hangs out with those losers, Becca and Jamie, and they never really talk about anything interesting.
Didn't you say she was wearing some kind of diamond watch as well?
Yeah, they did, but who could it have been from? She wasn't wearing it when she got here.
You know, I'm growing quite fond of the kid. Headstrong, intelligent, never backs down from danger. She reminds me of someone. Oh yeah, me.
But you're still gonna help us, right?
Of course I'm gonna help you. You know what they say, diamonds are girls' best friend.
An empty corridor outside Head's office, patrolled by guards. Lacey, Jamie, and Becca are hidden. Jamie makes a bird call, waits, makes the bird call again, and waits again.
Psst, can you hear me? Hear what? The barn owl call. I made it like 6 times just now. That was supposed to be a barn owl? Sounded more like a snowy owl to me. Just get into position so we can move into comms.
Becca comes out of hiding, wearing a headset, using her laptop.
Barn owl to eagle. Barn owl to eagle. The barn owl has roosted. Over. Who's eagle? You're eagle. Wait, what? I thought I was eagle. No, Becca, you're hawk. Remember? Why does Lacey get to be eagle? Because that's what we decided at the start of the mission. I'm barn owl, Lacey is eagle, and you're hawk. That way we don't have to use each other's real names over the radio. Got it, Jamie. Hawk, barn owl. Hawk, are we clear? Clear. You have 10 minutes and counting. 10-4.
Lacey and Jamie come out of hiding and sneak their way past various security systems in the corridor and the guards. Jamie leads with Panchet while Lacey stumbles along less elegantly. They reach the door to the office. Jamie holds the hair straightener over a mounted eye scanner. It makes a noisy signal.
Okay, the eye scanner should be offline. Hawk to barn owl. According to my security analysis, the eye scanner is primed to activate motion detectors inside the room. 10-4, Hawk. Eagle, you'll have to stay here to make sure you don't trigger the motion-activated alarm system. But you got it from here, right? Sure thing, I guess.
Lacey uses the skeleton key on the office door. It opens.
I'm in! The computer's locked with a password. Becca, help me out. The encryption analysis is telling me that the password is only 3 characters long, but I need longer to figure out which 3 and in what order. Only 3 characters?
Ace wakes up, sees Lacey.
Oh, Ace, not now. Go back to bed, please, Ace.
That's it. Try Ace. Ace.
Lacey types ACE.
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, now put the USB stick in. The program should run itself.
Lacey puts the USB stick in. Lacey tries to soothe and quieten Ace.
Perfect. I've secured the connection. Now, all I need is 30 more seconds.
Wait a minute. There's a file in here with my name on it.
Open it.
Lacey starts reading silently. Her face becomes ashen. She ignores all of the following.
Wait a minute. I'm picking up heat fluctuations on the infrared cameras. Abort, Lacey! Abort!
AC Wasey, what's the matter? Are we having bad dreams again?
She's gone dark. Something must have happened.
She's almost through the door. Lacey, get out before it's too late!
Becca exits, but Jamie freezes.
So it's too late. You've already seen it. Well, I suppose you were bound to find out sooner or later.
I don't understand.
That's because there is nothing to understand. We brought you here because we have no choice. The Academy has many enemies who'd like to expose us to the world. For a long time, we've known that the security of the academy has been compromised by someone working on the inside, a mole. It was only a matter of time before this mole would have enough information to destroy us completely. That was when Mrs. March hit on an ingenious plan to force the mole out of hiding, make them think we had found a new student, brilliant enough to expose them all before they had a chance.
So you're saying you never thought I belonged here? You just wanted to use me as bait?
Surely you're not surprised by the first part. You're an average student with an average academic record. But for the plan to work, we couldn't tell anyone in the school who you really were. You see, there was no one in the school who we could trust with this secret, in case they were the mole. Now, be a good girl, go back to bed, and try to keep your head down until we find the mole. It won't be long now before you can return to your old school, where you actually belong. Now, as you know, we have a guest speaker who's going to start his presentation to the whole school any minute now. So I suggest you make your way to the hall as fast as possible.
Head waits for Lacey to leave her office, then mills around tidying up. Lacey walks sullenly past Jamie.
What happened in there? All I could hear was Mrs. McQueen. Wait, where are you going?
I don't belong in this place, Jamie. I'm not spy material. I never was. I'm going home.
You can't go home now. Didn't you hear what she said? You've already gotten involved whether you like it or not. They're going to come looking for you wherever you go.
Anything's better than staying in this place.
Lacey pushes past Jamie and exits. Head crosses over to Jamie.
Jamie Bishopwood, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to the corridor of my office on such a fine day? Now run along, or you'll be late for the presentation.
Jamie, torn, exits his head. Lacey runs off. As Lacey runs away, we move to a wooded area. Lily enters, watching after Lacey.
Hey, Squirt, where do you think you're going?
Jack enters.
Jack, guess what I just saw?
What?
Lacey Kingsley running as fast as she can away from the presentation.
I can't say I blame her. I'd be running myself if I were wearing a $600 suit.
Don't you get it? This is it. This is our moment to catch her red-handed. Come with me.
Lily grabs Jack by the wrist and pulls him away.
Whoa there, Mrs. McQueen. Don't you think we're moving a little bit too fast right now?
Shh, we don't want to tip her off that we're following her.
Lacey turns around, visibly upset.
Too late. What do you guys want?
We want to know where you're going and what you're doing so we can finally put a rest to all these rumors.
You could have just asked. There was no need to follow me. I'd be more than happy to tell you that I'm a nobody. I don't have any spy skills or training. All the times I've had what you guys have called field experience, I've gotten away by just pure luck. I'm your average, good-for-nothing student.
Then why are you running away from the presentation? Don't you know that my mom spent ages planning for this guest speaker? He's from somewhere high up in the government. He runs the Society of Promotion of Arts in the Department of Education.
Wait, what did you say they were called?
You know, the SPADE, the Society for the Promotion.
That's it! Spade!
Yeah, Spade. So what?
Sorry, ladies. Did I miss something? Last time I checked.
The person who attacked me said they were a Spade agent. They must be the ones trying to expose the school. And they're in there right now. Can't you see? This is what they've been planning. We've got to tell someone.
What? That a top secret CIA school which nobody knows about is under attack by a terrorist organization that doesn't exist?
What choice do we have?
Even if they believed us, what could anyone do? A regular police squad wouldn't stand a chance against operatives like these. The only people who could stand a chance of fighting them are inside that building.
Well, they're not all inside, are they? 3 of them are right here.
Jack and Lily look around, confused.
I mean us. We haven't been captured yet.
You're not seriously suggesting we do something.
You said it yourself. Who else is going to help, if not us?
The CIA Special Forces? There's a panic button in my mom's office that links straight to the CIA. If someone could reach it, there would be a Special Forces unit in here no time.
Perfect. So all we have to do is sneak into the building and reach the office without being seen, this is gonna be child's play for you guys, right? I mean, if it were just me out here, I'd be worried, but you two are the best of the best.
This isn't some exam or assessment. This is real life. There are real enemies in there.
But you're Miss McQueen's daughter. If anyone can do it, you can.
That's the only thing I've heard my entire life. Do you have any idea what it's like having a mom who's a CIA hero? Everyone expects me to be incredible, another wonder kid like she was. But I'm not. I'm just an average student who works all day so she can live up to her mom, even though I'm never going to be able to.
Of course you do.
That's easy for you to say. You've only been here for a term and you've seen more action than most of us will ever see. You always come out on top. You know, when I started at this place, everyone said I only was let in because of my mom. And secretly, I've always thought they were right. I'm not cut out for this. Not like you, Jack.
Fine. We can wait here. Only one of us needs to get inside. And Jack, I guess you're the best spy out of the three of us.
I can't.
Hey, this can't be any harder for you than that time you rescued One Direction from the British Embassy, armed with nothing but a cocktail umbrella, remember? But can't you just... No.
Fine. We can wait here. Only one of us needs to get inside. And Jack, I guess you're the best spy out of the three of us.
I can't.
Hey, this can't be any harder than the time you rescued One Direction from the British Embassy, armed with nothing but a cocktail umbrella, remember? I mean, the school can't be better defended than those Aztec ruins you had to fight your way out of. And this time the Mexican army won't even show up halfway through, right?
But this isn't like all those other times. This is, well, it's happening right now. I mean, this is real.
But can't you just...
Fine, I admit it. It's useless, okay? I made up all those other stories. I didn't have a choice. Everyone else was so talented, and I just wanted to fit in. You know the only reason why I was allowed in this place? It's because I caught cheating at my old school and expelled. My dad had to pull a few strings to get me in. He told me this was a special Remedia school, and then it turned out that everyone here was 10 times cleverer than back at home. So I had no choice but to lie and cheat even more. There's only one thing I've ever been good at.
All this time, I thought that I was the only one who felt like she didn't belong here.
So did I.
Of course you guys belong here. Don't you see? The Academy brought each of us here for a reason. We just didn't know what it was.
A rustling is heard in the distance. Lacey, Lily, and Jack turn toward the sound.
Spade agent.
I'm afraid not.
Mrs. March, what are you doing out here?
You didn't think I would let you run into trouble, did you? Although in this case, you've done a remarkably good job running away from it. You see, the core of that watch you're wearing is made of gallium, being kept in a semi-liquid state by your body heat. Thanks to it, I was able to detect a spike in your body temperature that suggested you'd found yourself in hot water.
So I'm right?
I'm afraid so. We've allowed Spade to win our trust, and now it may be too late to save the school from attack. But all is not lost, for you see, Spade won't be able to find what they're looking for in there.
What's that?
Why, you, of course. Thanks to all the rumors we've put about, our enemies think you're our secret weapon. They won't be willing to make a move until they've captured you.
Wait a minute. What do you mean about Lacey being a secret weapon?
We hoped that bringing Lacey to this school would flush out the mole. We never imagined it would bring the enemy to our gates. But now I suppose I have no choice to deal with the problem than to deal with the problem myself.
You? Seriously? I mean, no offense, but you're hardly the deadliest agent the school has to offer.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Diamond. You see, the deadliest threat is the one you don't see coming. If we're to have any chance of winning, we'll need to play Spade at their own game. But we'll have to be careful. If I know Spade, they'll have an ace up their sleeve.
The head's office. Head is sitting with Ace speaking to 2. 4 is standing behind Head.
That was such a fascinating lecture you gave. I could tell the whole school was captured.
I do believe they were, Mrs. McQueen, and they're going to remain captured until you hand over your prize asset to us.
4 seizes Head.
What do you mean by this?
Bring them in.
3 and 5 enter, holding Jamie and Becca.
Number two, these are the target's roommates.
Perfect. You see, Mrs. McQueen, I'm afraid we're not quite who we think we are.
2 removes glasses.
That's right. I warned you I'd be back. Public enemy number 376, Luis Montoya Moonface Sanchez. Although, nowadays, I'm better known as number 2. What's so funny? The spades are perfectly rational system. We number ourselves hierarchically. Number 3 is the next most senior spade, followed by number 4. As vice president of the spades, I am naturally referred to as number 2. Why does this keep happening? Now the 2 of you are going to tell me the whereabouts of Miss Kingsley or suffer the consequences.
We'd rather die than tell you anything.
Tell me before I do something I regret. Like, I don't know, maybe remove this USB stick without ejecting it first.
No! Okay, fine. I'll talk.
Becca?
She's not here. But, wait, I'm not feeling so well.
Seriously?
I skipped breakfast, okay? If I don't eat or drink something soon, I think I might faint.
Becca acts as if she is about to pass out.
Fine. Untie her hands. Don't try to be a hero now.
Over the next conversation, Jamie and Becca speak carefully through gritted teeth.
Thanks. Hey, Jamie, didn't you have that soda with you?
What? No.
I swear you did. You were just about to drink it when we got found, remember?
Yeah, but that wasn't for you. That was for me.
Just let me have a sip.
It's my only one.
I don't think now's the time to...
I haven't even had a chance to try it.
As much as I love to stand here and listen to you 2 arguing all night, I have a job to do. Why don't the 2 of you share it?
Becca takes the can out of Jamie's pocket.
Fine. Just don't blame me if this all goes horribly wrong.
I don't see what choice we have.
What are the 2 of you even talking about? Was it not quite good enough for you?
Wait, that doesn't look like a normal soda can.
That's because it's not a normal soda can. It's a little coursework project I've been working on. I finally managed to find a way to synthesize huge amounts of whoopie pie and then inject it into a can under pressurized conditions.
Oh dear Lord, no!
Don't let them open it! Stop them! Stop them now!
3 and 5 fight Jamie and Becca. Jamie and Becca are... Head escapes 4 and fights 4 and 2. The can is seized and juggled back and forth between sides multiple times. Becca and Jamie, dodging most of the attack, eventually regain the can and open it, as the other spades all dive towards them in desperate. 2, 3, 4, and 5 are lying unconscious and in awkward positions around the room. Head is sitting unconscious in a corner with Ace still on her lap. Jamie and Becca are standing, looking around dazedly without the can.
What just happened?
I can't remember the last 5 minutes.
Jamie and Becca run over to her.
Come on, headmistress. Let's get you out of here, and then we'll alert the CIA.
Not so fast!
Ace! No!
Haven't you all ever wondered where I got my name? It's because I'm the leader of the spades, and I've been working against you from under your very nose.
All this time?
That's right. How else did you think Spade would be able to stay one step ahead of you at every turn? Your pathetic attempt at a rebellion was admirable, but ill-conceived. This building is swarming with Spade agents. You never had hope of overcoming our might. All forces to head office now.
6 and 7 enter and approach Head menacingly. Lacey, Lily, and Jack enter with them, in Spade disguises. Lacey quickly crosses to Head's computer.
You see, Mrs. McQueen? You should be able to recognize when you're in checkmate. Now hand over Miss Kingsley and nobody else gets hurt.
I think I've located her, Ace. All I have to do is press this button and... Whoops! I think I just sent out a red alert to CIA instead. My bad.
What's the meaning of this?
Lacey, Lily, and Jack remove disguises triumphantly. Ace, 6, and 7 attack them. Head, Jamie, and Becca are still too dazed to do anything, but watch and cheer from the sidelines. Lacey and Lily and Jack block and dodge attacks. 6 and 7 are overpowered. Lacey, Lily, and Jack surround Ace, who drops weapons and raises his hands.
Didn't you realize when you're playing poker, diamonds always trump spades?
That's not how poker works, Jack.
Do you even know how to play?
No! You haven't seen the last of me!
All attempt to capture Ace, who nimbly eludes everyone and exits. March bursts in.
I just saw your dog fleeing the school. Does this mean what I think it means?
I don't know. Perhaps these students can explain what's just happened.
Lacey, Lily, Jack, Jamie, and Becca look from one another helplessly.
Well...
Let me see if I understand, Lacey. You broke into my office and accessed my personal files. You snuck out of the school while everyone was distracted. You flagrantly bypassed every one of the school's security measures. In 30 years of espionage, I've never seen anything like it.
I can explain.
You don't need to. You, Lacey, are far and away the most accomplished second-year spy I've ever seen. And you've only been here a term. A truly dazzling performance. Congratulations. How did you manage to hack into the school system? Break into the restricted area? Take out all those guards?
Well, none of that was me. You're only as good a spy as the people willing to have your back.
Lacey looks back at Jamie, Becca, Lily, and Jack and smiles. They smile back at her.
Hey, Mom, now that the enemy has been neutralized, what was this all about?
Mrs. March and I enrolled Lacey in the academy in order to flesh out a mole. You see, we knew someone was working against us from the inside, but we never imagined it could have been my little Ace.
What Mrs. McQueen's trying to say, that Spade's been one step ahead of us since the beginning. We tried to use Lacey as a pawn against them, but in the end, it was Lacey that won the game for us. I can't tell you how thankful I am, Lacey. You've more than earned your place in the Cheshire Island Academy. We may have let their leader, Ace, get away, but with the rest of the Spade captured, he'll be powerless, and we can all look forward to a long and prosperous year.
CIA Special Team bursts in.
CIA Special Services, at your service.
Don't worry, civilians. We'll soon have the threat under control. Where are they?
All look around at where Spade agents had been.
That's a good point. Mrs. McQueen, who's keeping an eye on them?
How should I know? I've had my hands full enough as it is.
They were right here the last time I checked.
It seems they've gone dark.
Don't worry, we'll set up a perimeter and find them in no time. Nothing can get past us.
CIA Special Team exits.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. After all, how far could they have got?
Oh, who are we kidding? We're too late!
The Spade HQ. All Spades seated around Ace, sitting in a central chair.
Can someone explain to me what happened back there? I can't understand it. Sir, our plan was foolproof. They had no idea what hit them. But somehow, we let them get the better of us. Do you have any idea how much I went through in that school? The sacrifices I made?
Guys, I hate to say I told you so, but none of this would have happened if we had just killed Lacey and her immediate family.
Number 6. I did not ask for your opinion.
Okay, I'm sensing a lot of hostility in the room right now. Why don't we try doing some bonding exercises? Maybe, remember, there's no I in Spade.
Ooh, I know some great team building games. How about
this? I talk and you listen. We knew Lacey Kingsley was dangerous. We knew she'd been brought to the school for a reason. But still, we underestimated her, and now she's got the better of us. But does Spade let itself get beaten by a bunch of schoolgirls?
Ace looks around the room.
That was not a rhetorical question. And the answer was no. We're going to make Miss Kingsley rue the day she ever crossed Spade.
That sounds like a suburb plan, Ace, but if you don't mind me asking, how?
Simple. At the end of her first year, Lacey will be sitting her exams along with the rest of her class. But as it just so happens, the syllabus will be changing slightly. And Lacey will need to sit in a rather special exam. To be precise, the Security, Protection, and Defense Examination.
Ace looks around expectantly.
Get it? Anyone? Security, Protection, and Defense Examination. S-P-A-D-E. Spade.
Ace, you're a genius.
This is one exam that Lacey won't be passing. Make no mistake, Lacey Kingsley, you haven't heard the last of us.